The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Virginia for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Ranking Member Matsui for holding this hearing, and to our witnesses for being here today. As the Congresswoman from Virginia's 4th District, I have to acknowledge we wouldn't be having this hearing without the pioneering work of hidden figure, mathematician, Virginia State University alumna, and Dinwiddie native, Dr. Gladys West, who passed away earlier this year. Her mathematical models for the Earth's shape and gravity laid the foundational framework, allowing satellites to capture and calculate position, navigation, and timing data with extreme accuracy. So I think we all owe this hidden figure our gratitude. And today is the only publicly available civilian positioning, navigation, and timing solution. GPS not only provides directions and an ETA for drivers, but as we've heard, is essential to operating and supporting critical infrastructure, financial transaction authentications, air traffic control, communications network, precision agriculture, the electric grid. It literally underpins all modern technology. And as that technology has advanced, so too have malign actors' tactics to disrupt, jam, and spoof GPS signals, underscoring the need for a more resilient and redundant PNT capability. And while I appreciate the steps the federal government has taken to bolster competition in this space, which will lead to more resilient, accessible, and affordable solutions that strengthen customer protection and national security, we must ensure that the FCC, under Chairman Carr's leadership, upholds the public interest as mandated by Congress in evaluating any complements to GPS. And given the high stakes, any evaluation of PNT backups must be done in a transparent, technically sound, and fair manner. So, Mr. Feld, first responders, as we've heard, need more accurate, resilient, and secure alternatives to GPS. So what specifically should the FCC consider during its review of alternative PNT solutions to ensure first responders can locate, assess, and respond more quickly in emergency situations?
I would say the FCC needs to consider the following factors. One, existence in the marketplace and speed of deployment. Is this something that's here today, or is this something that's going to take a while to actually develop standards for and deploy somehow? Two, is the issue here that of public safety navigating to places, or is this finding the individuals who are in danger? These require separate solutions. The FCC has primarily focused on one in its Next Generation 911 proceeding, but we must give consideration to how public safety can navigate successfully and rely on PNT. Three, frequency operation and how it interacts with existing deployment, particularly if there is not sufficient deployment in an area for a terrestrial solution, it's not going to work. If you're in high, dense forest area, satellite may not work. These are factors that the FCC needs to consider. It needs to make sure that any approved PNTs meet the appropriate standards, and it needs to make sure that PNT systems disclose where they do not operate and what their weaknesses are.
Okay. And Ms. Dyer, Mr. Grossman, as threats to the GPS system continue to evolve, ensuring resilience and cannot be solely a government responsibility, but requires meaningful private sector investment and coordination. And you may need to provide fuller answers on the record, but can you discuss the investments the industry has already made to harden GPS and related PNT systems against growing cybersecurity threats, and specifically where you've seen the greatest progress in areas such as signal authentication, redundancy, anti-jamming, and where are there still gaps?
Yes, thank you for that question. I think some of the many device and receiver manufacturers in the United States are very aware and very concerned about the cybersecurity vulnerabilities of their receivers and devices, and have taken extraordinary steps to really reinforce their capabilities so that they are not vulnerable. They regularly issue patches to make sure that their systems are up to date. They are also integrating integrity monitoring types of capabilities to detect when a different signal's coming in, and when that signal looks bad. They also pull in a number of different, signals from different complementary PNT systems to also help them discern when a signal doesn't look like it's working well. Sometimes it's just a malfunction of whatever system the signal is coming from. Sometimes it's nefarious, sometimes it's not nefarious. But the more signals you have, the more availability you have to figure out when something's going wrong and discard those signals so that it doesn't affect the user.
Okay, unfortunately, my time is up, so if the rest of you want to answer on the record, I'd appreciate it, and I yield back.
Thanks. Thank you very much. The gentlelady's time has expired and yields back.